I want to really compliment Cal. I think they're a really good basketball team. I think they've proven it in the way that they've played in this entire Pac-12 season. They had our respect. I told Charmin, I said, you have a really good team, and you have done a great job with them. And no coach wants to hear that after a loss, but I really meant it. And I think their guards are really good, and I think they run really good stuff, and so credit to them. I think they're making a huge climb. I really, it's a mixed bag, right? Hard to figure out how we come out with the level of a purposeful aggression that we need at this level on a consistent basis, and teaching our young team what that really takes. And I thought that I think they're growing a lot, but we've got to play more consistent, urgent basketball. And like this, every possession matters, and especially on the defensive end. And then on the other side of that coin, I'm proud of their resilience. I'm proud of their response to adversity. I just think they're creating a little bit more adversity for ourselves than we need to. So lots to learn from.
And we're open for questions.
So in the first quarter, you went over a little 4 minutes without scoring, and then you trailed by 9 at the end. But obviously it's still early, but what's going on in your head at that break?
Well, I don't think it's what's going on in my head. It's what's going on in their heads. But I think the reality was combined with not scoring, we were also giving away live ball turnovers. So we had 7 turnovers in that first quarter. And I think that just compounded those mistakes. And I thought we were trying to make the hero plays. I thought we came out really well. We ran a play that we have never run before, started out, got the ball to Charisma just like we wanted to, did a great job on the first play of the game. But we were reacting on the defensive end. And I think it's a lot harder to score when you got to take the ball out of the net all the time. And they got really hot from 3. And that's the biggest difference, I think, in the second half is, I don't know how many threes they had in the first half versus the second half, but it was a night and day difference.
And Charisma, obviously this game was very tit for tat game. You were able to score up or to tie up the game twice. So, what are you thinking in that moment? What's your mentality like when you're able to tie the game and then maybe trail again and then come back? What is that like for you?
Honestly, I'm not really looking at the score during the game. Maybe when there's a dead ball, I'll look up. But I think, honestly, I'm just thinking about executing and how I can get the best shot for my team. And if they find me, they find me. So I think just my teammates finding me in that moment and knowing what we're looking for and just being able to execute.
And Kiki, you hit your first career double-double today, and you hit 11 of your 15 points in the fourth quarter. So what are you thinking right now? Congratulations on your double-double.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just happy we got the win. I think, going into the second half at Stanford, I felt like, looking back at it, we kind of let up, and they executed better than us. So we really wanted to come out better this game, and I think our perseverance and our commitment to continue to execute really showed. And I think I just focused on, I struggled in the first half and shooting and stuff, so I just focused on finding my teammates, finding the open player, and then if I had the shot, I would take it, but I think my shot started to fall in the fourth quarter, so yeah.
She's just mad she didn't get 2 more rebounds for the triple-double.
Yeah.
No.
Kiki, for you, career high 12 assists. Can you talk about, the way you were looking for your teammates tonight and facilitating?
Yeah, they're knocking down shots, so I wanted to obviously keep feeding our hot shooters. I think, Charisma came out, she was shooting super well, Emily, London, so everyone was knocking down shots, and, I felt like we executed better today and we got open, so, it made, from a point guard standpoint, it made those passes definitely easier, and I just wanted to hit them in the shooting pocket, and, everyone was hot, so it was good.
Cori, your thoughts on her facilitation tonight?
Well, it's huge, and I think it's what I love about Kiki is not really about just her facilitation, it's about what it leads to winning plays, and that always putting winning plays first. And but I think when we play well, our baskets are coming off of more assisted baskets, and so having her lead the way is a huge deal for us. But I think these two led the way in many different areas, right? And so we were talking about in the first half, I kept telling Kiki, You got to be aware of where Riz is. We got to find her. She's hot, and then London got hot, and then Emily got a little bit hot, and they were playing a lot of zones, so those were going to happen at different spaces. But as Kiki grows, she's going to know how and when to get hot shooter shots on a really consistent basis, and I just think she's scratching the surface. She's becoming a better passer every single day, and I was actually really pleased how you attacked your mid-range game today, and I thought that was huge because it forced them to come in, and then she was able to find kickouts out as a result of being able to hit that particular shot. And I just have to say, Charisma, I'm hardest on her, and I push her all the time, but it's because I believe in her so much. And I know that efficiency has been what we've been preaching to her. And I just thought she, especially even after she came back from tweaking her ankle, she just was so solid. And you look at her percentages, and I just think their emotional just levelness through the storms, these two really led in that way.
And Charisma, can you talk about the injury? What it felt like at first, and what happened? Was it your ankle, in fact, and then coming back and the impact that you had when you came back?
Yeah, it was my ankle. I just landed on someone else's foot. But it was just a little painful at first. But I've hurt my ankle a couple of times before, so I just got it taped up really well by our athletic trainer, and our team doctors just checked it out to make sure everything was fine. And then when I came back in, it just took some time to warm it up again. But once I was in, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just thinking about playing hard.
You had, when you guys were down 17-5, down by 12, you had, I think, 7 points in that run. Can you talk about the impact maybe that you guys, with her not being in there, her presence, and then when she came back?
Yeah, I think, I thought she came out really solid at the beginning, and so I definitely was a little bit worried when she went out. But, this is the thing, we talk about her offense, but show me a better guard defender in the country. You're not going to find it. And what I was more worried about is we really needed stops. I knew we could get offensive stuff, but without Charisma out there, it really put pressure on our defense. And I think that's the thing that people don't talk enough about with Charisma, is that night in and night out, she's obviously we rely on her as our leading scorer, but she also has the toughest defensive assignment, and she does it with a post player or a Haley Jones or a point guard like Cori, and it doesn't matter. And I just think that is really what sends her to another level, is that she has to do it on both sides of the ball night in and night out. But so obviously when she went out, it was tough because I knew that our defense was going to have to come from somewhere else.
And can you talk about what we were seeing there, the no-look pass to Sontag?
Honestly, I actually practiced those passes before the game. So I was just thinking, I saw Jada Curry, I think it was her, coming over, and I was like, hey, this is the time to try it. And it was open, so I'm happy Lena finished it.
Yeah, it was so exciting. I was trailing the play on the break, and I saw Riz made a great pass, or Lena made a great pass up to Riz, and I thought Riz could have taken the layup, but then it was sweet to see the behind the back pass. I think it just shows our then unselfishness among the team, and just everyone wants to see everyone else make a great play. So it was really fun.
And I love that it started with a passion play. It started with a deflection by Lena executing the scouting report about the pass we needed to deny, and then we got the loose ball, then we gave it up, and then we gave it back. And I think it leads to that. And one of the people I want to give credit to is that was here tonight is one of our alumni, Eliana was here. She was a walk-on for us for 4 years, but I'm not sure there was a more selfless, passionate player. And, I think about how excited she gets for others. And that was my challenge to the team before the game, is make it be your greatest joy when you can celebrate someone else's success or make a play for somebody else. And, getting to see E in the locker room, I just, nobody played with more selfless passion than her, and no one celebrated other people better than her. And I thought that was a pretty fun moment that we could celebrate some different things. And I just wanted to give a shout out to her and the kind of person that she's been in this program.
And for anyone, your thoughts on the atmosphere? I mean, a noon game on a Sunday, obviously people could be home watching NFL, but it seemed like it was a pretty cool atmosphere. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think the past 3 games, the turnout has been incredible, and I think that's just something that we love to see, and I think it's so much fun playing in front of all the fans here, and so the fact that they've shown out so great over the past few games, it just makes us want to play even harder, and it makes the environment so much more fun.
Yeah, and I think just the marketing team has been incredible with getting students to come to our games and getting all these other fans coming to our games. And I think it just makes it so much fun when we're playing out there, like seeing the crowd, hearing the crowd, and it like gets us hype and like makes us want to get stops, makes us want to score more. So like we're really appreciative for everyone who shows up and supports us.
Yeah, I love that Charisma said about the marketing team. You know, there are so many amazing, hardworking, selfless people that pour into our experience. And, you know, marketing is a very hard job in LA. And so I wrote a really long email to Brian, our marketing director, as well as the team that works under him, and just said, thank you. Like, it's a big time advantage. And, you know, I think we had over 7,000 for both the Stanford game as well as the USC game. I don't know what it was tonight, but it's huge. And, you know, we really appreciate their hard work. And I just think these women are worth it, but I also know that that comes at a real sacrificial price. And, you know, the Den, I think I said this after the Stanford game, but the Den was out walking Bruin Walk saying, you got to be there for our women tonight, come on. And, you know, on top of that, we've had 4 straight games, right? Men's basketball, women's basketball, men's basketball, women's basketball. And to have that consistency is huge. And so really want to just thank the marketing team and all the band. Our band, like, they are so loyal to us. The cheerleaders, the marketing team, bringing the atmosphere, all the game ops people. We humbly say thank you. Keep it up, because we need it packed when Arizona comes in here. That's our next home game. And so really appreciate their efforts, and hopefully this will be momentum moving forward. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you.